Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Weekly Horoscope from December the 30th up to January the 5th, 2019. And this is for you coming from Pisces. So let's start. Before I start, I want to give you my email address because plenty of people are asking me for that. My email address is andihoro9. I'll spell that for you. ANDIHORO and then the number 9. andihoro9@gmail.com. Send me an email, ask me the questions you want. Let's talk of Sunday the 30th for you coming from Pisces, and it's not a good day. Morning and afternoon planets make you extremely stubborn and dominating and not cooperative and very disagreeable as well, whether in speech and whether in action. So if you do that, it's going to be a lousy, bad morning, afternoon with nothing going right. Why don't you try to be negotiable and flexible and be supportive and be appreciative, and you will confuse these planets. They will leave you alone and you'll get the better of them and turn the morning, afternoon much, much better than it's supposed to be. Evening, nightfall planets are very slow. So all your plans for evening nightfall can be cancelled or postponed or changed or stuff like that. You'll feel gloomy, you'll feel frustrated, sometimes depressed with what's happening in the evening nightfall period. So if you don't have to be out, don't. Go back to the safety of your own home because there's nothing so much to gain. But if you are going to be out, be ready for all these disappointments waiting to happen. Tell yourself, I'm going out for the benefit of other people, and I'm not going to be too expectant of anything. That way you won't be too disappointed, because the plan is to disappoint you in the evening nightfall period. Monday the 31st morning, afternoon, it can go out of control. Very fast planets are there and they make you very impulsive. Sometimes they make you impatient. And so these planets also have an agenda to make you a non-conformist, which means a very rebellious person who does not want to obey rules and regulations. So you'll be more than a difficult handful person. So what do? Well, tell yourself, I'm going to respect rules and regulations. I'm going to be part of a team, and I'm definitely not going to show aggressiveness of any kind or rebelliousness of any kind. You will shut these planets down and they will be quiet, and then you can make your morning, afternoon better. Evening, nightfall, many aggressive planets are there. These are not against you, they just make you very quick-tempered, make your words very sharp, and they make your actions very blunt. So all the aggression is oozing out of you. You're getting angry for some reason or another. And these planets which are described in the morning, afternoon period as the planets that make you extremely a non-conformist and rebellious, they are going to move to the evening nightfall. So can you imagine the rebellious side of you, the hot-tempered side of you with a sharp tongue? What a recipe for disaster. So you have to soften your whole approach by telling yourself before the evening starts, I must use words which are soft, a tone of voice which is soft, a body language which is soft, and you will soften the whole deal, and then you will be more in control. Tuesday, the 1st of January, is not too bad in the morning, afternoon, good enough. You can meet important people. It's a working day. Oh no, it's January the 1st. So, Happy New Year. Well, for you, it's a pretty good day enough, morning, afternoon. You can meet important people and you can go about thinking of important things to do. Your aura will be shining, so you'll be found to be very attractive somehow or another. Only don't show arrogance. If you don't show arrogance, everything will go beautifully for you morning, afternoon. Evening, nightfall turns horrible, horrible, bad. And so evening, nightfall, what happens? Planets speed up and a new batch of planets are there. They make your tongue very sharp. They make your actions very rude. And they make you hasty and impatient. Look at that. It's like a fireball moving about. So what do? You slow down everything. Tell yourself, I have to count to 3 before I say or do anything. That way you will be able to think before you say or do anything. Because these planets will make you impulsive, hasty and impatient. Well, you have to, otherwise you're going to have a miserable, disappointing evening nightfall. For some reason, somebody retaliated what you said, or you retaliate what somebody else said. Things will all go bad. So take the soft approach and you will tame these planets down and you will do much better. Wednesday, the 2nd of January. Now that's 24 hours of good luck for you. Morning, afternoon, it may be a working day, but you'll be very imaginative, very creative. You'll be very happy emotionally as well. And emotionally, you will find that all that you're planning to do for lunch or for the evening will make you very happy. And so you're going to be very creative throughout the whole day as well. So use the imagination talents and the creative talents throughout the whole day. Communicate with people. Even business, talk about the business techniques you can do. If in job, show your imagination and creativity. If for romance, chase for the new romance you're after. And if for marriage or ongoing romance, you can somehow have a bonding. So have lunch with the people you love as well. Evening, nightfall, even better. Now you're really going to be rewarded. These are the planets of reward. And they're waiting for something very good you're going to do or say to reward you. So do and say what you can in the evening nightfall. Be as charming as you will. These are the planets of Venus and Neptune and the Moon, all these wonderful planets, and they make you have that wonderfulness aura about you. So you're going to enjoy yourself and be the center of something or another, and it's going to be very productive. And choose what you want the evening for. If you want to improve your business, go where the business community or the people are that you know. If you want to help your job, go where you can meet the people to help your job. You can't get everything under the sun, so you've got to be very choosy and go for what you really want. Thursday the 3rd, I don't like the morning, afternoon. It just makes you a grumpy person who is very dominating and very stubborn, basically. So grumpiness, stubbornness, and being a person who is very, dominating. So don't be these things. Tell yourself, be appreciative, be supportive, and people will love you for it. Be flexible, be negotiable, people will like you for that. And if you do that, you're going to turn the morning, afternoon in a much, much better way and rewarding way. But I like your evening, nightfall tremendously. There are planets which I call the planets of the internet or global planets. So go on the internet, evening, nightfall period. You're going to do well. Chase for the job you want somewhere in the world, or the business you look for somewhere in the world, or the friendship, or the romance somewhere in the world. And you will come back definitely with some things that make you very happy, and the contacts you make as well on the internet. And if you're not going to be on the internet, well, you'll still be very happy. You could be people from another race, from another country. You could be with people who talk about travel and who talk about holidays. And there's music in the air. It's going to be a lovely evening for you. So be out and about. But these dominating planets may also visit you in the evening, nightfall. Every time you have the urge to dominate, tell yourself, no, I'm going to be part of the team. Friday the 4th, now here comes 24 hours of no goodness. Morning, afternoon, very fast planets. And these fast planets make you very impulsive, basically, and they make you very anxious. So you're anxiety driven about things can go wrong. And because of that, you become very edgy. And because of that, you become a person who is just doesn't want to obey rules and regulations. And because of that, you're looking for trouble. So don't go that way. Control yourself, be part of a team, and tell yourself, whatever I say and do, I must show respect for everybody and follow rules and regulations. Evening, nightfall planets slow down, but they are long-term planets also bad. So evening, nightfall period, you're looking for trouble on a long-term basis. So watch out for the company you keep. Otherwise, you are in for a long-term bad news, getting involved with some kind of bad habits long-term, or with the people you meet. So be very fussy. There's a gloominess and frustration and depression bit about in the air in the evening, nightfall period. So if you don't really have to be out, go back to the safety of your own home where your exposure to risk will be less. But if you have to be out, tell yourself choosing the right company is very important. You may meet people from your past you don't like, that's a further bit of depression for you. Saturday the 5th, wow, that's a terrible morning, afternoon period for you. They are the anger planets that make your tongue very sharp. They are the planets that make you argumentative. They are the planets that bring just you to become difficult in every way, and you will show your outbursts of this and that, whether in the romance, the marriage area, whether in the friendship area, whether you're out with your people you work with or people you do business with. You could destroy a lot of what you have built up on if you behave that way on this morning and afternoon period. So tell yourself right from the minute you wake up, it's the 5th Saturday, I must count to 3 before I say or do anything. That will give a chance for your brain to wake up before your tongue says it or before your actions do it. Otherwise you're going to dive into problems very quickly, and drive slowly. Accidents are very possible. You'll be in a mad rush for some reason or another because stress is also seen. Evening, nightfall, now very aggressive planets are there. And these aggressive planets will join your fast planets of the morning, afternoon. So throughout the day, aggressiveness and this in speech or action also included now. And so accidents of physical, emotional or mental can take place. All can be very badly against you. So you need to take the soft approach the whole day. Use words which are soft, the tone of voice which is soft, the body language which is soft. Only that way you will quieten these planets and tame them down. Otherwise they'll get the better of you and you will be like a roaring fireball crashing here and there with your anger. Evening, nightfall as well. Your anger may just destroy whatever you built up with people over the near future or the past future. So you be careful that your evening, nightfall can also bring accidents. So take the soft approach, and that'd be better off. And go home early, because as you have more and more drinks, these kind of planets just make you extremely randomly say things and do things which are not good. Well, that's the week for you. Now, I have this 90-minute session which will cost you USD 50, and in this 90 minutes I'll talk to you about your next 7, 8 or 9 years in all areas of your life, and I'll give you plenty of information as well. Your personal lucky lottery numbers, your lucky days, your lucky directions, your lucky colors, your lucky gemstones, a lot of information so that you can have your next 7, 8 or 9 years perfectly under your control. I will tackle all areas, your romance, your marriage, your family, your job, your business, finances, and mostly your health as well in detail. So you'll get all this information from me just for USD 50 for your next 7, 8 or 9 years. So I look forward to you contacting me. I've given you my email address, and ask me all the questions you want. Until then, thank you and goodbye.